Rejoice, friends, we made it through the week and we are now into the weekend, which means it is now time for your favorite web show, Peak Bytes. Today on the show, we will highlight the Red Rocks, which is the University of Utah's women's gymnastics team, who are currently placed number 5 in the country for preseason. The girls will be opening up their 2019 season against Penn State this weekend. We'll also get an update on the University of Utah men's basketball team as they quickly approach conference play. You'll also get an exclusive look into one of our newest shows, Mountain Wellness, which dives into the true stories of people who suffer with depression, anxiety, and other mental health struggles. And lastly, we fill you in with all things policy and politics around Utah.
The Utah Utes women's gymnastics team, also known as the Red Rocks, kick off their season this weekend against the Penn State Nittany Lions. The Utes compete at the Division I level as members of the Pac-12 Conference and the NCAA. The Utes are ranked 5th going into the season, which mirrors their finishing position at the NCAA championships in the last 2 years. 2-time NCAA champion and 18-time All-American Michaela Skinner leads a team of 5 All-Americans for the Utah Utes, making them one strong force to be reckoned with in the Pac-12 this year. Utah's won the last 26 matchups against the Nittany Lions dating back to 1981, so be sure to tune in to the John M. Huntsman Center this Saturday to cheer on your Utes. Staying right along with the University of Utah, the men's basketball team is currently 7-6 as they near the halfway point in their season. Last week, the Utes went down to the Nevada Wolfpack 71-86, even with Cedric Bearfield dropping 33 points. Let's hear from Coach Larry Kay about what he had to say after the game.
We had a 3-point lead in the first half, and we gave up a free throw block out for a 3, and then they got stripped, and so all of a sudden it's a 5-point game. And a lot of the teams that we're about to play are going to look just like this. And, you know, we just got to be better. But there were some good things that happened. Obviously, Cedric had a heck of an offensive game. And we rebounded well against had a +8 on the glass, but we just gave up far too many offensive rebounds, I thought.
The Utes have important conference games coming up against Washington and Washington State next week, right here in Salt Lake City at the John M. Huntsman Center. Grab some friends and support your Utes. We'll see you there.
Park City Television has a great variety of programming. From lifestyle to sports, all the way to entertainment, we have something for everyone. One of the newest shows offers something very prudent and oftentimes emotional: mental health. Mountain Wellness features individuals giving their personal accounts on their struggles with mental illness. These individuals come from all walks of life, from journalists to athletes, students, and more. Their stories about mental health are honest, emotional, and inspiring. In addition to these stories, Mountain Wellness offers some different ways to assist those struggling with their mental health. Mountain Wellness aims to show that mental health issues do not discriminate and that many people are affected by them at one time or another. By framing mental health in this way, Mountain Wellness is helping increase the conversation around mental health and end the stigma one story at a time. Be sure to tune in to Park City Television at 11:30 a.m. on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays and help end the stigma around mental health.
Yesterday marked the first day of District 4's newly elected representative Ben McAdams' tenure in Congress. McAdams won the hotly contested race between himself and former 2-term Republican Mia Love in November by the slimmest of margins, 0.258%, which falls just outside of the 0.25% margin that Love needed to request a recount. If you can remember, the election was so close that votes weren't actually counted until November 20th, 2 weeks after the election day. McAdams is the only Democrat in the Utah congressional delegation and is the first Democratic congressperson elected in Utah since Jim Matheson won the 4th district back in 2012. Don't expect a lot of progressive policy from McAdams, though, as he clearly established himself as a moderate Democrat right from day one. McAdams kept his promise to Utah constituents to not vote for California Representative Nancy Pelosi for Speaker of the House. Instead, McAdams cast his vote for Representative Stephanie Murphy of Florida, stating that he recognized his vote would be more symbolic in nature than anything else. Murphy is the leader of the Blue Dog Democrats, a caucus within the party that represents the moderate wing of House Democrats, which McAdams has joined. The Congress officially opened its legislative session at noon on Thursday, and McAdams voted in line with House Democrats to approve reopening many of the government agencies that were closed during the shutdown, and to provide stopgap money to the Department of Homeland Security without giving funding to Trump's border wall. Expect McAdams to calculate and consider every vote he takes in Congress, as he will struggle to survive a strong Republican challenge within the state in 2 years. We will continue to follow Representative McAdams as he serves Utah in the U.S. House of Representatives. Winter is such a fun time to live in Utah. From the beautiful scenery and snow-capped mountains to the groomed runs of our many different resorts, Utah has plenty of things to be grateful for during the winter. Unfortunately, smog is not one of them. Clean air has become one of the top policy priorities for lawmakers within the state over the last few years, and the need for more green and energy-efficient policies continues to grow. Members of the Utah Air Quality Board met on Wednesday to discuss what we can do to help curb the pollution within our state. Members voted on and introduced a new pollution control plan that would bring areas of the Wasatch Front into compliance with federal clean air standards. The approval came after 1 year of rigorous testing from Division of Air Quality staff. The plan targets those industries that annually release 70 tons or more of PM 2.5, or fine particulate pollution 30 times smaller than the width of a human hair. The areas in focus under the new plan are Utah, Salt Lake, Weber, Box Elder, and Tooele counties, which experience the highest spikes in pollution annually within the state. Industrial upgrades within those counties is expected to cost upwards of $100 million and will impact places like Hill Air Force Base, the University of Utah, Kennecott Mines, refineries, and much more. Find out more by heading to the link provided below. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in to today's episode of Peak Bytes. I wanted to let you know that we will be releasing 3 episodes of Peak Bytes per week starting next week. They'll be running Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so be sure and mark your calendar because we have more great content coming your way. If you can't get enough Park City Television, catch us live on Monday mornings starting at 7 a.m. with Street Views, followed by the Mountain Morning Show at 8. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media and check out our website, parkcity.tv. That's it for us here on Peak Bytes. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Tuesday.